This week's Parsha begins with the law of the Yafas Torah. A Jewish soldier at war sees a beautiful, non-Jewish female captive and wants to marry her. Surprisingly, the Torah says, okay, but there are guardrails. He's got to bring her home, ask her to shave her head, make sure she lets her nails grow very long, take off her attractive clothing and switch it to something that's unattractive, and cry for her father and mother in his home for 30 days. And then and only then can he marry her. The reason for these laws, according to the commentators, is that she's supposed to look unattractive so that he'll change his mind and he won't go ahead and consummate this relationship that's based on passion rather than on shared values. One commentator says that's true at the first three things, the hair, the nails, and changing the clothing, but not the last one. There's no command for him to ask her to make sure to cry for her father and mother for 30 days. That's just the natural course of events. She's upset. She misses her father and mother, so she's going to cry for about a month. And so he has to wait to marry her because it would be unseemly for him to rejoice with his new bride while she's upset. The Torah is teaching us yet another law about how sensitive we have to be about the feelings of others. We have to be so sensitive that we even have to worry about the feelings of captives. And I heard a story on this topic regarding sensitivity that I want to share because it's beautiful. A number of years ago, a fellow took his daughter to get a blessing from a rabbi. He said, Rabbi, I'd like a beautiful blessing for my daughter. She's starting to date. I'd like you to bless her so that she'll find the shidduch of her dreams, her bus shirt, her match. And make it an extra special blessing because her mother's not here, my wife, because she died recently. The rabbi said, I'll be happy to give her a beautiful blessing on one condition. You, Dad, have to agree to come to my house after the wedding, no matter how late, so that I can wish you a mazel tov. Father thought that was a weird request, but he said, okay. And she finds her shidduch, and they get married happily ever after. Father kept his promise. Goes to the rabbi's house, knocks on the door. It's like 1 a.m. The rabbi greets him. He knows it's the night of the wedding. He's got some food and drinks set up, ushers him in, sits him down, and they sit and they talk for the next 2 hours. The guy leaves at like 3 a.m. The next morning, the rabbi's wife, the Rebbetzin, says to him, what was going on last night? And he tells her the whole story. The guy came from a blessing. He had lost his wife, wanted a blessing for his daughter, to find a shidduch. I gave it to him, made him promise to come over. She said, why did you make him promise that? And he says, I'll tell you why. Remember when we married off each of our children? How beautiful it was after each wedding when you and I came home. We took some food because we didn't really get a chance to eat during the wedding, and we sat for a couple hours and we recounted all the magical moments of the wedding. The bride, the groom, the guests, the music, the dancing, how incredible it was and how nice it was for us to connect and share that. I realized he's not going to have that opportunity. His wife passed away, so I wanted to give it to him. That's what we have to do. Not only do we have to be careful not to be insensitive to the feelings of others, every other person with whom we interact, but we have to look for opportunities to show sensitivity, to brighten someone else's day.